Hello. Week 12. I'm fresh out the shower, as you can tell by my lovely, lovely wet hair. My hairline's starting to fade, I feel. But I guess that comes with age. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but I actually am starting to grow a lot of grey hairs in my beard. I try to pull them out whenever I see them, but there's just a lot of them. Again, I think it's just the territory of being old. My hair. I know that my mum keeps asking me to cut my hair, and I keep telling her no, and she keeps telling me to trim my beard, and I keep telling her no. So she's going to be disappointed to hear this, but I actually want to grow my beard maybe an inch longer. Maybe 2 inches. Like, I want it to be like here. I want a big, nice, big beard. And so what I usually do is with clippers, I have the longest grade, and I just shave my head every time I think my hair's getting a little bit long. But I actually kind of want to grow a ponytail. I actually want to see what I look like with even longer hair. I feel like a ponytail and a big ass beard might look really cool for me. So we'll see. Maybe I give up. Maybe I do grow a ponytail. Maybe I give up and I just shave it like I always do. But I think I look good at the moment. Week 12, I think I already said that. I can't remember. I'm gonna be honest. Time as a concept is completely out of my grasp at the moment. I keep I'm on holiday, right? And this means that I fall asleep at any time I feel like. So I have a nap, it's like 6 p.m. and I have a nap, but my nap ends up being 4 hours long. So I wake up at 10 p.m. and then I'm awake until 4 a.m. and this means that I now wake up at 1 p.m. and then I stay awake until 10 p.m. and I have a nap and I wake up at 1 a.m. and it's all over the place. I wish I could be like, oh, I'm sleeping on UK times to talk with my UK friends, but no, my sleep is just ruined. I think I woke up at like 5 p.m. today or something. It's a tragedy, honestly. But it's fine. I still got like a couple weeks of holiday, and I don't really have anything to do, so I'm fine with it. So number one, try. It's going to be another live try. This is actually the second time I will try this, because this is actually the second time I'm recording this video. I got 7 minutes through recording the video, and because this phone has such low storage and I'm stupid and I didn't delete the other week's videos, the storage was full, so the recording stopped and I had to start again. This is a lemon cider drink. It's by a Japanese soda company called Mitsuya, and I really like the original Mitsuya cider, and for their 140th anniversary, obviously they slapped a new sticker on it, and I was like, oh my god, new, I have to buy this because worms in my brain. And so this is a special lemon, maybe I don't know if they've done this before, but this is a special lemon cider version. I've already drank it, but I'm just gonna drink it for, is it posterity? I don't remember what the correct word is. Yeah, no, I still don't like it. So I think the original cider, soda, cider, whatever, is probably like an 8 or a 9. I think it's one of the best sodas or fizzy drinks or whatever you call it that you can buy in Japan. And yeah, so I really like the original, and this lemon one, it still has the flavor profile of the original. This has a really nice lemony smell. When you smell it, it smells like just a normal lemonade. And so you know, but it has the exact same flavor as the normal, but with like a slight hint of lemon. And I actually feel, for me personally, I usually like lemonade and lemon flavored things, but I feel like for this drink specifically, I actually feel like the lemon takes away from the drink, and I actually think that it goes from an 8/9 to like a 6/7, which is still a respectable score. 6 or 7 is still a great score, but it's just not for me. I just much prefer the original. So it is what it is, but you're probably going to see me drinking it throughout the rest of the video because it's the closest thing I have to me. And I don't hate it, so, you know, I'm not going to be upset when I drink it. So that's one try. One do. I made it, obviously I'm on holiday and I have a lot of free time. I've tried to make it my mini holiday goal to, at least before I go back to work, have like a blank slate of an apartment. You can also see my towel that I'm hanging up to dry from my shower. To have a clean slate apartment. So this week I spent time picking up all of the trash, like making sure everything is gone, sorting it into the correct bags, because obviously in Japan you have to sort everything in the correct bag, and if you put wrong things in the wrong bag, then when the trash men come, they're gonna slap a "you're an idiot" sticker on it, and they won't take the bag. And if you leave it for another week without like sorting it, they'll like slap like a "second you're a massive idiot" sticker. And if you keep getting stickers and they find out who is refusing to sort their trash properly, then there is a chance that they will stop taking your trash, and you then have to pay for like a private company to collect your trash. So, you know, I have to make sure that I sort it into the correct bags. For the most part, as long as you're not like super egregious about it, for the most part, they usually just take it, right? I don't think they're like fine-tooth combing a lot of these bags, because they obviously have a lot of places that they need to pick up. And so yeah, I got sidetracked. So one do was I cleaned up all of the trash, took it out, sorted it out, and I also washed all of my dishes so that if I ever feel so inclined, maybe I cook again. I actually found some recipes that I do want to cook, so maybe in next week's video, maybe I'll have a cooking montage. Maybe I'll just record myself cooking or something, like a little cook along recipe episode. I'm not sure. So one try, one do. What else? Try, do, go. I know it's like a simple case of, hey, once you go outside, it'll be easier once you got the ball rolling. Yeah, I still haven't gone anywhere exciting, but I have been making sure that I have been keeping on top of walking. I have been going for at least a 30-minute walk every single day, just to, you know, get outside, get some air, stretch my legs, just, you know, not sitting inside of these four walls. So yeah, nowhere exciting, but there are some places that I was looking at Google Maps that I am considering going, that I do want to try to go to before my holiday is finished. So who knows, maybe if I can wake up at a normal time and convince myself to get out of bed, maybe next week there's a cooking episode and I actually go somewhere. That could be exciting. So try, do, go, learn. I'm actually going to combine learn and make into one. So I know that I have been making a like a first-person puzzle game, but I kept having dreams about a tower defense game. And I know that it's like, you've spent all this time working on this first-person game, and I will finish it, but I kept thinking about this tower defense game, and it would not leave my brain no matter what I did. And so the only way I know how to get, you know, if I have a song in my head, the only way to get this song out of my head is to play the song, right? And so the only way I could think of getting this tower defense game outside of my head was to try and make it. So I think I talked about it last week, where I just made a few random things that were non-visual. I actually have a video that I'll put here that I will talk about. So I made a little slime dude who has a cool little hat, and I'm thinking maybe I make a little like ribbon as well or something, I don't know, just a little cool slime dude. And I also made the very basics of the tower defense. So you can, the blue square is the goal, you know, where the slimes, the enemies, are going to go, and the orange squares are the spawn locations. So you, at the moment, you can freely place the destination, the spawn point, and the walls. I think obviously in the end product it will be set levels and spawns and destinations and things like that, but for now you can also, there's also the arrows, which are basically path finding. Like, it tells the enemies where to go next, and you know, if you block off a path or move a destination that's closer to the enemy spawn points, then you can see that the arrows do change. So they will take the shortest path, obviously. And so yeah, that's the learn. I didn't know how to do a lot of these things, so I had to learn how to do them. And the make is obviously, as you can see, I made it. So at the moment, a lot of it is just following tutorials, and once I feel comfortable and after I've finished the tutorials, I'll put my own spin on it that I want to put on it. Or maybe I finish the tutorials, the idea is out of my brain, and I can finally finish my puzzle game. We will see. But for now, that is this week's learn and make. So that's the 5 things for this week. And I know this video is a normal length video, actually. And I know that last week's was very short. I kind of just, I'm just going to talk about random things, things that I have been thinking about recently. And one of the things I've been thinking about recently is, what are my fears, right? I know, really weird kind of question and thing to think about, but like, what am I afraid of? Like, what is my biggest fear, I guess, would be the question. And I sat and I thought about this, and I know this is just because I'm awake at 4 a.m. and my brain won't turn off, and that's probably why I'm thinking about these kinds of things. But I think I came to the conclusion that I think my biggest fear is failure. I actually think that has dictated quite a large aspect and portion of my life, as far back as I can think, even in secondary school, even now. My biggest fear is failure, and I don't know where that came from, right? And it's frustrating for me, because like, what that ends up meaning is that I know this isn't the correct attitude or path to take, but for example, with making games, I enjoy making games, and I don't think I'm awful at it, right? Like, I don't think I'm like the worst person to have ever made a game. I don't think I'm good at it, but like, I enjoy doing it, right? And I think one of the things is, I actually don't think any of the games I've ever made are publicly available anywhere. And a lot of my projects, I get maybe like 20, 30, 40, 50% through the project, and then I give up because I'm so scared of failing and of people not liking what I create that I give up. And I know that it's not the correct choice, right? Like, oh, I'm scared that I'm going to fail, so the answer is to not try, right? But the reality of it is, that is how I have lived a large portion of my life, regardless of whether I like that or not. And I think that's one of the reasons that I've been making these videos and I've been trying to do these things this year, is I'm trying to push past that. And I think one of the big things that I want to do this year is, for these game projects that I'm making, I would like to involve anyone watching this video or anyone on the internet at all to join in the process of making these things, be it at the end when I feel comfortable. Even if I don't feel comfortable, if I feel like the project is finished, my goal is to at least put it out there. If I put it out there and the only people that play it are people that I know, that's fine. For me, that's a big victory that I actually saw the project through to completion and actually allowed people to try the thing, right? And so, yeah, my biggest fear is failure, and I think that's one of the things that I'm trying to improve this year, essentially. And yeah, I think that's the end of this video. I would flip the question and ask, hey, what's your biggest fear? But that's a really difficult thing to answer, and it's even harder to tell other people, because it's really hard to be that vulnerable, right? Because I don't know, it's just, that's human nature, I suppose. So yeah, what did you do this week? Did you try anything interesting? What are you playing? What are you watching? Yeah, if you have anything that you want to tell me, please, either write a comment or send me a message. I really do appreciate anyone that sits and watches these videos. I hope they're at least mildly entertaining, or at least you enjoy the insight into my life and my brain. But yeah, I appreciate it very much, and see ya.